The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The health department has detected cases of stealth Omicron, another sublineage of the variant. Let's get the details from JC Cosico, who joins us live from Quezon City. JC, hi. What is the main difference between the Omicron COVID variant and its sublineages? Should we be concerned about these?
Sean, the health department said that there is no significant difference between the sublineages of the Omicron variant, particularly the BA.1 and the BA.2. Now, according to the health department, the BA.1 has been detected in only 8 regions, and it's predominant in Region 5 and among returning overseas Filipinos, while BA.2 is predominant in most regions. Sean.
All right, and what about our hospital utilization rates, JC? Can you give us an update on the quality of those admitted? Are a lot unvaccinated? Are the cases worse in the unvaccinated?
Sean, the health department reported an increase in terms of the country's utilization rate of COVID-19 beds. It increased to up to 50+% according to the latest data from the health department. Now, majority of those in hospitals are those who are unvaccinated. Sean.
All right. Also, recently, JC, the FDA approved 2 brands of antigen self-test kits. Has the DOH released guidelines on how to use these kits by ourselves at home? And can people already buy them in the market?
Yes, Sean, according to Yusek Vergere of the health department, they are still finalizing the guidelines on the use of 2 approved self-antigen test kits, and they are expecting that within the week, these guidelines may be released. Sean.
All right, what about the COVID pill or antiviral drugs that have recently been released? JC, can the public already easily access this kind of COVID-19 treatment, or do you still have to get them from hospitals?
Yes, Sean, according to Yusek Vergere, for example, like the Paxlovid pill, according to Yusek Vergere, these may only be accessed in 6 different hospitals, considering that it only runs under a compassionate special permit. Now, for other vax or pills, like, for example, the Merck's pill, according to the DOH, it will still depend on the classification, or it will depend on the patient. Sean.
All right, and here's some good news for parents and small children. Kids aged 5 to 11 can start getting their shots by February 4, JC. Can you walk us through the procedure? Are registrations open now in different LGUs?
Sean, what's clear with what Yusek Vergere mentioned is that those who are parents who are interested to have their children jabbed may register with their LGUs or their vaccination centers. Again, this will start on February 4. Parents must bring, of course, a proof of their relationship with their children. Sean.
All right, thank you so much for all those updates. JC Cosico of News 5, joining us live from Quezon City via Zoom. Thanks, JC. The Octa Research Group expects hospital beds in Metro Manila to be freed up faster compared to that of the Delta variant surge. Father Nick Austriaco told Agenda that patients infected with the Omicron COVID variant recover much faster. However, he is still urging officials to keep a close watch on the COVID-19 trend outside of Metro Manila. Austriaco says that the NCR hospitals can still accommodate patients from nearby provinces that are experiencing case surges.
We know from all over the world that the confinement period for Omicron is also substantially shorter than Delta. So we expect that the decongestion of the hospitals will be quicker than what happened last time with Delta. Hopefully, by February, we'll be able to start talking about de-escalating the alert levels here in the capital.
And the health department says that the booster rollout in pharmacies will be expanded to smaller drugstores and medical clinics around the metro. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire told the chiefs that the Res Bakuna sa Botica program has been a success. Vergeire said they were able to administer booster doses to over 2,000 people across various Metro Manila pharmacies in just 3 days.
Ito pong expansion na to would include major drugstores and even the smaller drugstores kung magkakaroon at mai-undergo po nila yung orientation and training po natin for their pharmacist ay gagawin natin. And aside from that, medical clinics are being tapped already para po makatulong natin yung mga private physicians na makapagbigay din po ng bakuna sa kanilang mga pasyente.
Meanwhile, senators are batting for an increase in pension among senior citizens as well as wider coverage across the country. We have Man Los Baños joining us live from Pasig City for the details. Man, how much of an increase are we looking at here?
Hi, Sean. Good afternoon. Senators actually want to double the current amount of social pension being received by elders from 500 pesos to 1,000 pesos. They also want to create a universal social pension which will give monthly stipend to elders regardless of their socio-economic status. Citing 2020 data from the PSA, Senator Joel Villanueva said that around 11% of the country's population, or 12 million Filipinos, are senior citizens. Villanueva said that 500 pesos monthly pension for elderlies is simply not enough, considering the expenses for food and medicines. Meanwhile, Senator Rizzo Antiveros is pushing for a universal social pension, where all senior citizens aged 65 and above will be given a 1,000 peso monthly pension, regardless of their socio-economic status. Those aged 60 to 64 from the indigent sector will also be given 1,000 pesos. The Budget Department supports the increase in pension, but they want to know first the exact number of senior citizens who will benefit from the bill. So far, the DBM has allocated 25 billion pesos for the 500 peso monthly pension of over 3 million senior citizens in the indigent sector. The Department of Finance said that an additional 22 billion pesos is needed if this will be passed into law. The Social Welfare Department also supports the bills making pension universal and increasing it to 1,000 pesos monthly. Despite this, some groups, Sean, like the Aksyon sa Pension Coalition and the National Anti-Poverty Commission, believe that the 1,000 pension for senior citizens is still low. They're urging Congress to increase it to 1,500 pesos per month to give the elderly population a decent living budget, especially those living in poorer communities. Sean, Senator Joel Villanueva said they will do their best to produce a committee report before the session goes on break next week. But as to the passage of the bills, this will depend on the two chambers of Congress. Sean?
Thank you so much for that update, Man Los Baños, reporting to us live from Pasig City. Stay safe, man. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. One Japanese study has found that the Omicron COVID variant survives longer on plastic surfaces and on human skin as compared to other variants. The study states that Omicron can last for around 193 hours on plastic surfaces and 21 hours on the skin. However, the study has yet to be peer-reviewed. The Food and Drug Administration has approved 2 brands of self-administered COVID-19 antigen test kits. The brands Abbott Panbio and Labnovation Technologies have received their special certifications from the FDA. And vaccinations for children aged 5 to 11 will begin on February 4. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. said the guidelines for the vaccination of this age group will be released this week. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.